Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie.
Yes.
And summer adventures. Our summer holidays are finally here.
Finally, we've been hanging out for it. Back in the caravan at last.
So we're up the Coromandel. So the Coromandel of New Zealand is a little peninsula bit, a little sticky outy bit, kind of opposite of Auckland. So Auckland, you got the big Gulf of Hauraki there, and then we've come up this bit. So put a map in here once again, that's so confusing. But probably 3 hours away from home.
Yeah.
3.5 hours. We're going to go up the west side of the peninsula, and we've got 2 activities planned in this video.
Yes.
What are we doing?
First one, we're going to the Waterworks. We've heard this is a really cool, almost like water theme park, but very homemade.
Homemade water theme park.
And we've heard it's really fun for kids, and the kids are excited, so we'll head along and check that out. And then the other thing is Driving Creek Railway, which we did before we had kids.
Yeah.
It was really neat. Looking forward to showing the kids the railway.
It's going to be a pretty action-packed start to the holiday. Then we're going to have some downtime, some beach time after that. But yeah, we want to tick these activities off first. We're going to go up Coromandel, across, and then down the other side. So we got like 10 days of pretty choice activities planned, and beaches and cool spots. So
we would love to spend more time, but school and work away.
But 10 days will be plenty, I think.
Yeah.
10 days in the sun. It's right at the end of summer, so we decided to come away when everyone's hopefully gone back to work, because the Coromandel is beautiful, but also like a super touristy hotspot in the summer, and the roads up here are narrow. There's single lane bridges. It just gets mental in summer, so we thought if we leave it right till the end of January, hopefully we get some beaches to ourselves. So let's go check out Waterworks. We don't really know what to expect other than we've seen a few reviews. It's up a gravel road. Looks a bit random, but looks cool, and I think the kids will love it. So yeah, it's not just about us, right?
No.
Alright, Waterworks, then we'll catch up after that. This place is so random. There's obviously no health and safety up this far north in New Zealand, but it's random. I don't know how long I've been in this maze. It's pretty cool though, because it's like the sort of thing where the kids can just touch everything and interact with everything, and some of the stuff's broken and some's a little, you know, it's neat. It's really cool whoever's put all this much work into it, but yeah, definitely some hazards. I like it though so far. I have no idea where the kids are. We're in the maze. Apparently there's a water slide to a watering hole, or sounds like there's some sort of waterfall or something over there, so we might go for a dip, but pretty cool so far.
Oh, you can
Hold it up. See how fast you can push me if you want.
Okay.
I've got life insurance. Oh, mold. Hang on, this can't be right. Well, this can't be right. Hang on.
Stop.
That's fast enough. Alright, we've found the water slide. It looks pretty terrifying. Straight into the creek. Win and roam. It's only knee deep. That's a nice way to cool off. Beautiful river actually through there. It's about 26, 27 degrees today. I know it looks quite overcast, but yeah, good idea bringing the togs and a towel. Apparently there's another swimming hole down here as well, which is choice, and an adults flying fox, which I'm excited about. There's been some pretty amazing like work gone into this place. So it's cool. It's random, but it's really neat. That maze, by the way, that we went through before, we spent 15 minutes walking around the maze only to realise, spoiler alert, there's no exit to the maze. They kind of stitch you up. A lot of these things that kind of, where you're playing with a handle or a switch or whatever as well, stitch you up. There might be like a pipe behind you that squirts you in the back of the head or something, so it's neat. It's really cool. What is it? So on the side of the road on the drive out here, there's some really random cars, and there's all these signs about not feeding the pigs, and there are pigs running around here, piglets running across the road, just like herds of pigs. It reeks here. So you can actually stay here at Waterworks. If you're an NZMCA member, you can stay for free. Or I don't know, we just asked at the office, and I'd read somewhere that you can pay to stay there and they take that out of your ticket if you choose to go and see the park as well. So it kind of evens out, I suppose. You pay the full ticket price and stay there for free. It was a little expensive, that place. It was $80 for a family. We probably spent 3 hours there, maybe 2-3 hours. There's loads to do, and the kids just had an awesome time. So many things that could break their arms and legs, which is choice. It's like real Kiwi, probably how it was when I was a kid, right? Back in my day. But yeah, really choice. The swimming was just awesome. Swimming with the local eels you saw there seemed to leave me alone when I was jumping in. Excuse the bananas, the fruit bowl behind me. Now, instead of staying there, we opted to just come about 5-10 minutes up the road to Coromandel Township. There's an NZMCA park here, another big gravel car park, but you are 1 block back from the main town. So probably get there about 4 o'clock. We will then have a look at the main town, and then tomorrow we've got some exciting stuff planned. But yeah, we just thought we'd, have a stroll around. It's daylight savings, nice and warm, so we'll have a look at the old town. I imagine most of the shops are shut, but we'll have a look around. Stay at the NZMCA park. Tomorrow we've got a cool adventure planned a bit further north, a place called Driving Creek, and then we're going to head over the hill to the east side, the east cape of the Coromandel. Yeah, the east side. So yeah, we'll go have a look around. It's quite a nice little NZMCA park, this one. Big gravel car park, as a few of them are, but literally a block back from town, so it's quite interesting to get into. There's like, you drive through the forecourt of a petrol station down the back, but yeah, 1 block from town, so you can just stroll through town, cafes in the morning. There's a cool looking copper, people that make like sculptures out of copper. There's a studio right across the fence, so I might go and check out that in the morning. But yeah, cheap and cheerful, $10 a night. There's a little sign and shed book swap with your classic copy of Dan Brown. As always, Da Vinci Code. There's always one. But yeah, nice little place to stay for a night. Tomorrow we're going to head over that way, I think I said earlier. That way. East from here, over the hill to a pretty nice spot. And get a few beach days in, I think. A lot of the end of this trip, the bulk of this trip will be on the beach somewhere. So yeah, I think I'm going to have a beer, we're going to kick back, eat some cheese and just relax. Well, good morning. Our Coromandel adventure continues today. We've come up to Driving Creek Railway, which is a famous model railway, quite small, sort of almost like tram style railway that goes up the hills in the Coromandel. A lot of switchbacks. I think there's 15 odd tunnels. 5 tunnels, 15 bridges. They run sort of every half an hour, and it was all built by one person and his family. So pretty incredible. They make pottery here on site. There's a whole lot of old buildings, as you can see. Beautiful native bush all up the hill that they replanted as they built this railway line up the hill, and then a huge lookout tower on top. So we're gonna have a little look around the bottom. We got about 15-20 minutes until our scheduled time. We leave at 10:15, and then we'll take you on. It's a pretty cool train. We actually went here years ago when we in our second ever Adventures with Rosie video. Maybe our first, might have been our first ever video event here. Very shaky camera work, and the footage looks terrible. So hopefully we'll get some better shots today, and we'll go and check it out. Well, that train ride was awesome. Kids loved that. Just so cool. The person that built that, Barry was his name, he started when he was 40 and he finished when he was 73. He laid all of that track by hand. I can't remember how much track it is or how much the elevation gain is. I'll pop it here. But just incredible, like 33 years of laying track. Then he unfortunately got cancer and died when he was 80, and they actually buried him on the property. You go past his grave. So all this property is in a trust because of all the trees that they planted over the years, so no logging can ever happen here. So yeah, really neat history. There's a little scenic bushwalk, 5-minute bushwalk you can do as well. There is a old gold tunnel here when they used to do some gold mining. There was a bunch of gold mining that happened up in the Coromandel. We might look at some later in the trip, but there's a tunnel and a sign saying there are New Zealand weta in here. Weta are a big cricket, I believe, and cave weta are even bigger. Big long legs, big antenna. You walk into caves in New Zealand, turn your torch on, and you often see the roofs just covered in weta. So I'm going to go in, see if I can find one. Apparently they're as big as your hand in there, so we'll do that. There's a little sculpture walk you can do here as well, so it's a really neat place. So kind of a must-do when you're in the Coromandel. Look how big that one is. Bigger than my head. So Chelsea wouldn't come into that cave with me.
No, funnily enough, not a fan of wetas.
You turn your torch on in that cave and they were just everywhere all around you. But they seem quite docile. What is this place? It's like a little sanctuary walk here as well, eh?
Yeah, wildlife sanctuary. They've got one of those predator-free fences around it. Yeah. Keep the rats and stoats and ferrets out, I guess.
There's like some random display of geckos back there, and then just nice bushwalks and no one else around. Well, that concludes part 1 of our Coromandel adventures. Yes. I forgot where we were for a second. It's so hot here.
Yeah, it is. Haven't made it to the beach yet because there's been too many other fun things to do. Yeah. But that is next on the agenda. Yeah, so we're heading over the hill now. Next video will be beach days, I hope, eh? Yes.
Yeah, got some other walks planned, some things in the works. So thank you as always for watching.
Yeah.
See you next week.
See ya.